Hello and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Negropian. In today's video, guys, I've made a ton of videos about the scammers in the Gambia and on the African continent as a whole. I've made videos about the whats, the wheres, the whens, but I don't think I've made one video about the whys. Why do these guys do it? What's the reason that they have for defrauding people who look like them of their money? Is there a reason? Is there any justification for them doing what they do? Well, I'm going to look into that today. We're going to look at 5 reasons why I think these people end up scamming other people. When you're scamming people who look like you and you are literally using that part of it in order to gain their trust, I think there's something extra callous about doing something just like that. So what are these 5 reasons? Well, first I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, share, click the bell notification, and please consider supporting the channel on our Patreon, link in the description. I'm also going to invite you to please follow the Oversight channel, the channel that is there to help you to invest on the African continent both safely and securely. Link also in the description. So we're going to start with number 1, the opportunist. I'm not going to mention names in this video, but I know that there are people out there who have gone to the African continent and they haven't had any problems before. They haven't had any problems with people distrusting them. They are honest. They have integrity. But as soon as they make this massive step of uplifting their lives and taking it to another continent, halfway around the world, and they start getting into money problems, I think some of these people go into trying to sell land, sell property, trying to give services to those other people who are looking to come back to the African continent. They use what they have in order to garner their services. They also try to cut corners. The reason why they're cutting corners is because they don't have any experience. So they quickly find themselves neck high in the water and they think, okay, then let's get rid of some of these processes. And if the worst happens, so be it. And that's why some of these people end up looking like scammers, but they're not really scammers, but they are. Number 2, they've been burnt before themselves. I find this one the most fascinating. You will see a lot of scammers on the continent now. People who have come from the diaspora, who have lived in an environment with people who are genuinely not the best people in the world, and they've been brought up to believe that this is the way the world works, that this is normal. It is normal to stab your brethren in the back if it means forwarding your own interests, if it means your agenda gets pushed forward. Some people genuinely think this way, and they think this way about those people also on the continent. They don't see them as their brethren. They don't see them as their brothers. They look at them like there are people that can be stepped on, that can be used. That's what they see them like. It's really a disgusting way to think, and seldom will they actually come out and tell you about it, say out loud, like Art Cathy used to. So some of these guys will keep this inside their minds. They don't tell anybody about it, but genuinely, deep down inside, that is the way they feel. So they want to get their own back. They feel emboldened by the fact that they've been burnt themselves. And they're like, okay, then this is the way. So let us unleash ourselves on not just the African continentals, but also on the diasporans too. Let's just throw morality to the wind. Number 3, they secretly hate themselves. Literally, this is one of the strangest phenomena that I have ever seen. You will see people who will see the embodiment of themselves in their other black brothers and sisters. It's almost like being racist. They hate themselves. They hate who they are. They hate the color of their skin. They hate their history, their background that they've been taught out there in the West. Now, a lot of these African continentals don't think this way. A lot of them don't have the means to think this way. Let's be honest with ourselves. They cannot put in. They are totally focused on not just surviving, but in most cases, thriving as well. So these continentals don't think in this way. But a lot of diasporans have A lot of diasporans have been brought from a place where they have been bombarded every single day with how low a grade of people they are by other people, even by other races, not just white people, but by races all over the planet. You know, everybody wants to step on us, but it's a strange one. Everybody wants to be us in the same way. So they come over to the continent. They see us in this way. They see us as people. They see us as people that need to be. They see us as people who naturally deserve to be defrauded of their money because. Number 4, greed. Yes, of course. I can mention one word. Shall I mention her name? I don't know. Yeah, it's Blacksit. There are people out there who are just greedy. They just want more, and you cannot satisfy their insatiable appetite. They just want more power, more money, and enough will never be enough. It doesn't even matter that they are enjoying their lives on the continent. That's not enough, okay? Now that they've got their name, now that they've got some form of respect, they will then use that as a catalyst to try and use that name to garner a lot more people to garner a lot more customers, okay? They use that, they use their trust, they end up abusing that trust. Then they lie with every breath that they can muster to try and get away with it. It's horrible, but it's kind of typical, right? This is the reason why most people scam. This is what I believe anyway. You know, on the African continent, I think that all of these Pan-African scammers all have one thing in common to a certain degree, and that's number 5. I think they all have some form of mental instability. If you look at the way they act, you know, just a basic lack of morality or remorse. They don't have any of that. That is gone. That is normally a trait that you see in psychopathy, whatever you want to call it. Okay, you normally see psychopaths that have that trait. A lot of sociopaths have that trait as well, to a certain degree. Okay, there is a difference. Read up on it. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not a doctor, but there is a significant difference between these two characteristics. A lot of them borderline are psychopaths. I said this the other day. They don't care about you. They genuinely don't care about you, but they cover it up enough to garner your trust. Once you give them your money, they don't care about you. You're gone. That's it. They've used you. They are moving on to the next person, and they will put you in a position where you won't even want to talk about it. That's what they call emotional manipulation. That's why I made those videos before about emotional intelligence. Guys, follow the Oversight channel, okay? There are videos about emotional intelligence and why you need it when you're investing on the African continent. It's extremely important. So there you go, guys. Those are my 5 reasons why these people end up scamming on the continent. I'm sure there's more. If you know more, please let me know in the comment section below. It'd be really good to hear your opinion on this. Guys, regardless of what you do, you need to make sure you do your due diligence before you send money to any of these people. Until the next time, please think twice. Torah a bit.